So those of you who were live with me the other day, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Jeffrey Epstein dead in apparent suicide. Suicide my ass. Convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein died overnight in apparent suicide, law enforcement told the Post Saturday. A gurney carrying a man who looked like Epstein was wheeled into New York downtown hospital around 7:30 in the morning. A call for a reported cardiac arrest came at 6:38 a.m., the fire department says. 2 weeks ago, Epstein, 66, was placed on suicide watch after he was found nearly unconscious in his cell with injuries to his neck. The multimillionaire financier was being held without bail pending trial on sex trafficking charges. Thousands of documents unsealed on Friday. Okay, today is what? Saturday. Okay? These documents got unsealed yesterday. Unsealed documents. Okay. So the girl, one of the victims, wanted survivors. One of the victims/survivors wanted the name of the recruiter that recruited her to be with Jeffrey Epstein. Because remember from the story that I did, oh shit, I didn't kick the camera. So the victim/survivor she legally put in a request to unseal the records so she could get the name of the person that hooked it up between her and Epstein. You know, the recruiter. She wanted the recruiter's name. So the documents got unsealed yesterday, and he was found dead this morning, honey. Let me tell you something. Thousands of documents until Friday in connection with the defamation case against the perv's alleged recruiter revealed dozens of high-profile names that a self-identified victim, Virginia Guffrey, said she was forced to perform sex acts with, from former Maine Senator George Mitchell and ex-New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, money manager Glenn Dubin, and MIT professor Marvin Minsky. And let's not forget that they already said that Bill Clinton was on the plane, Kevin Spacey was on the plane, a Duke or something from the UK, you know, from across the pond was on the plane or at the island. So they trying to make it seem like it had to do with this recruiter. No, the recruiter was about to be a hornet's nest. This unsealed document situation was about to be a hornet's nest. Now, I was watching the news and they was talking about, oh, you know, we don't prosecute dead people. So, which means that they were able to unseal these documents because of the court case against Jeffrey Epstein. If there is no court case against Jeffrey Epstein, are they going to continue to unseal the documents and tell us who helped him abuse these girls? I be telling y'all my melanin be tingling. You know what I'm saying? I guess you don't really have to have like strong melanin to see that was going to happen. But it may seem like we got, like, you know, the girls got justice because he's dead. But understand this. See, you see how they created a way out for the history books? Now Jeffrey Epstein, his name is cleared, right? Because he's never going to be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? He's never going to get, his name is not going to be on the history books as a rapist the way it would have been if they would have been able to convict him. Unlike, you know, other people, they make sure that your conviction is on the books. I'm just saying. Real fast, while I got your attention, let's talk about Harvey Weinstein, okay? Because Harvey Weinstein recently, he tried to ask a judge if he could fly, I think it was to Rome. He was trying to ask, you know, if he could fly to Rome because they wanted to talk about a movie and that he needed to be there and da-da-da-da-da-da. They had denied that shit, but he actually asked the court if he could fly to Rome, and he signed the papers, like, he's saying that he would waive extradition, meaning that, you know, he would come back willingly if they tried to extradite him. All that money he got, please. At least they didn't do that, because that would have been egregious. But you see, what y'all not paying attention to is they doing little stuff. Boom. Sopranos actress who alleges 1993 rape cannot testify at upcoming Harvey Weinstein trial, says the judge. Now, here's the thing. When it was Bill Cosby, oh my God, they was pulling them alleged rape cases from 1970, and they talking about, oh, she can't testify from 1993. Okay, let's read. The Sopranos and Jungle Fever actress Annabella Sciorra, I don't know how to pronounce that, who accused disgraced Tinseltown titan Harvey Weinstein of sexually assaulting her in 1993, will not be allowed to testify as a supporting witness at his upcoming rape and sexual assault trial, a Manhattan judge has ruled. Prosecutors hope to use the 59-year-old television and movie star to help build a case of a years-long pattern of abuse by the Miramax founder. She has publicly discussed her alleged assault by Weinstein in her Gramercy Park apartment and alleged years of sexual harassment harassment afterwards. Justice James Burke refused to allow her testimony, but also refused Weinstein's legal team's bid to toss out some counts in its 11th hour push for dismissal. So see, what we're not privy to, or what not being publicized in the news, is that one by one his charges are being dropped. Every day it's something else, or I can say every few months it's something else, as opposed to when it was Bill Cosby, when every day was another woman coming out. And these charges are from 1993 and 1972. The actress, who is not one of the two accusers in the case against the disgraced producer, was expected to be a key witness for the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Burke rejected prosecutors' argument that the language in the predatory sexual assault statute gave them leeway in the terms of introducing additional persons at trial, and granted the defense motion to exclude Ciara from the case. Now, you see what I'm saying when I say it doesn't matter that there are laws on the books. The laws are already on the books to convict these people. Why do we need new laws? You see, then somebody will say, oh, well, we need a new law so we can try to, because we weren't able to get him with this law. But see, they on this law right here, whatever laws that are on the books, they was able to get Bill Cosby for Benadryl. All right. Let's see. Weinstein's trial is set to start in Manhattan Supreme Court after Labor Day. Keep that in mind. We have to pay attention to this court case after Labor Day. I'm going to be on my phone looking to see what the results were. And sidebar, since we're talking about, first them and sexual predators and everything like that, what happened to Ed Buck? Why y'all ain't doing nothing about Ed Buck? Y'all forgot about Ed Buck? I didn't forget about Ed Buck. And they giving y'all gay reparations, but that man was up there killing gay black men and nobody gives a damn. Where's the LBGTQ? All right? And all the rest of the alphabet soup. Why y'all not saying nothing about Ed Buck? A man's body was found early Monday in the West Hollywood home of prominent Democratic donor Ed Buck, authorities said. It was the second time a man was found dead at Buck's apartment. And the man added, second time a black man. Buck is a longtime political donor, a one-time West Hollywood City Council candidate, and a well-known figure in the LGBTQ political circles. Deputies from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department West Hollywood Station responded to the Laurel Avenue apartment complex at 1:05 in the morning in response to a report of a person not breathing. The department said in a statement, at some point the 911 caller performed CPR, the department said. Paramedics pronounced the man dead at the scene. The cause of death was not yet known. The dead man's name has not been released, but Nicole Nishida, a spokeswoman for the Sheriff's Department, said he was black. Buck previously was investigated for the death of another black man in the 2017 overdose of Jamel Moore, age 26. Buck was present for both deaths of both men, the Sheriff's Department said Monday. Buck's department said Monday. Buck's attorney, Seymour Amester, said Buck was not arrested and is cooperating with investigators. From what I know, it was an old friend, 26 years old. He wasn't that old. It was an old friend who died from an accidental overdose, and unfortunately, we believe that the substance was ingested at someplace other than the apartment. Amester said the person came over intoxicated. Sheriff's homicide investigators are conducting a thorough investigation of the most recent death and will do follow-up interviews and a secondary review of Moore's death, the department said. Captain Chris Bergner of the Sheriff's Homicide Bureau said his detectives will be working very closely with the district attorney's office and will be carefully examining all the evidence. Oh, you mean how you did it the first time, which allowed it to happen again? Moore died of a methamphetamine overdose in Buck's apartment in July 2017, according to Los Angeles County's coroner report. Paramedics found him naked on a mattress in the living room, which was littered with drug paraphernalia, the report said. Moore's mother... this Ed Buck thing is crazy. This article is so crazy, I had to come back and make a part 2. Daily Mail exclusive. I thought I was going to be the next to die at Ed Buck's house. Man tells Daily Mail TV how Democratic donor paid him $250 and injected him with meth after fetish sex sections with white long johns as police probe 2 black men's death details. Gagnon told Daily Mail TV that he was homeless and couch surfing in LA in April 2018 when he met Buck on the gay dating scene Adam for Adam. Buck offered him $200 to spend the evening with him at his apartment, he said. Gagnon said, I had sex for money other times, but I don't make it a habit. The first day we met, I met him at his house. There's a gate at the main entrance and he buzzed me up. He's on the 2nd floor. When I walked in, the lights were dim, a mattress in the middle of the floor, 3 mirrors surrounding the mattress, and a flat screen TV mounted on the wall. Gagnon says that the mirrors were about 7 foot high and appeared to be suspended on ropes so that they tilted forward over the bed. It just kind of felt weird, he told Daily Mail TV. Anywhere you look in this room, you see yourself in the mirror. What mostly caught my attention was the windows. They were covered in fabric. You couldn't see out of them and nobody could see in.